Sunday Meditation, April 5th, 1981. LL Research, Channeling, Hatonn. A quick note from yours truly before we get into this. At the beginning of this transcript, in parentheses is I am Hatonn, and then there's an ellipsis, and then Creator. It indicates that they picked up this recording after the channeling had begun. In the past, I've simply read the transcript verbatim. I want to read these transcripts to the best of my ability without changing the messages that are being communicated. And this is hard enough, as my very reading of the transcript and choosing which words and sentences to stress, and the variation of pace in the reading, by its very nature can influence how others perceive these messages. But intonation and pace aside, I don't want to simply make up words and slip them into these readings. In this case, however, when it's clear that the group just pressed record 10 seconds too late, and Hatonn is just going through their standard opening greeting, I'm going to fill in the blanks, as it were, and simply repeat Hatonn's opening greeting that they've given time and time again. I do feel this is a tight line to walk, as I'd never want to haphazardly add text to these transcripts. But in this one, and somewhat common instance, it just seems clear what is going on. Now, where this clarity is absent, if there is even a hint of uncertainty or questioning, I'll err to the side of caution and simply read the words verbatim. But in the spirit of openness and honesty, I just wanted to be transparent about adding in Hatonn's opening greeting when it looks like the group just pressed record a bit too late. On that note, we begin with Carla channeling Hatonn. I am Hatonn. I greet you, my friends, in the love and the light of the infinite Creator. It is a great privilege to be with you this evening, and I especially greet those who have not been with this group for some time. May we send you our blessings and our peace, and know that there is no treasure as great to us as the privilege of sharing our love and our thoughts with you. My friends, it is written in your holy works, I have waited for the Lord more than the watchman for the morning, more than the watchman for the morning. We would speak to you this evening of the love that manifests itself to you more slowly than you would perhaps wish. We would speak to you of patience and waiting. It is very difficult for your peoples to wait for anything. For among your peoples, it is understood that each entity has rights and privileges, and these include prompt results from any energy output. And yet we say to you, my friends, that when your day is done, and you look back upon it, you find perhaps all too much of your precious time has been spent waiting for inconsequential and petty things, those things which shall not outlast this transient illusion, nor even last until your next week, your next month, your next year. We have suggested to you often that you spend time daily in meditation. For how else, my friends, can you discover that the waiting that is profitable for you to do is the waiting for the truth? Not the truth of a circumstance, of an apparent problem, or any evanescent phenomenon of who you really are and whence you truly came. This is worth much waiting, my friends. The Creator makes itself known in an eternal present, and as you, in your experience, live from the day to day, you have little natural access to this wonderful sphere of celestial influence. It takes patience to set aside the time to wait upon the Creator. But one moment, it will come to you, my friends, that you seek this Creator, not as a part of many other things which you do, But as the bride seeks the bridegroom, as the sailor his home, as the lost sheep the fold, and you will watch with ever more patience than the watchman for the morning. For the light which you seek is the light wherein creation is illumined. That sun body which you may seek at the dawning is but a tiny prototype, for example, of the dawn of understanding of love, of oneness with the creation, yourself, and the Creator. Wait, my friends, and be comfortable, for you are not alone, and there is no end to the patience of He who waits for you. At this time, I would transfer this contact to the one known as Jim. I am Hatonn. Jim, channeling. I am Hatonn, and am with this instrument. Once again, it is our privilege to greet you in love and light. We have been speaking of patience, the patience of waiting for the goals which you seek, the illumination of the entirety of your being. It is a waking which each creature within the creation of the Father experiences as a necessary part of the life stream. For each within the creation is the Creator in one form or another, likened unto the guests at a costume ball, each with their own mask and costume, each playing a part which in a certain way expresses the Creator for that individual, in a way that has meaning for that entity. Most at the ball know not that they wear costumes. Most believe that they are who they seem to be in their daily round of activities, but most also suspect that there is more to their experience of life than meets their own eyes. And each, on occasion, peers into the mirror of their own being to examine that which is the self. Each discovers certain parts of the costume and decides that perhaps these are parts of their personality. For most, they find contentment in assuming that they are many different things, that they have many different aspects to their personalities, and this, my friends, is true, for the Creator is all things. But each entity, at the appointed hour of their own illumination, shall discover that they are but one thing in truth. They are the Creator. Upon that discovery, they shall also realize that each of the other entities at the costume ball are also the Creator. They shall discover that there is nothing but the Creator, and they shall take their place within the realm of the infinite and reign as the Creator. The patience of playing the parts is a prime requisite for playing the part well. Enjoy the ball. Enjoy your costume. Enjoy all the manifestations of the creation, for each expresses the Creator in an infinity of ways. But realize also that it is but a costume you wear, a play in which you partake, an illusion in which you are immersed. And know also that there is a truth in which you are an integral part, the truth of the love and the light of the infinite Creator that shines from deep within your very being. Have the patience and play your parts, and play them well, for much there is to learn of the Father's creation, and in many ways are these lessons learned. We of Hatonn hope that in some small way our simple messages of love to your meditation group might serve as part of your infinite play, and might help you to learn yet one more small lesson, the lesson of love and light and oneness of all beings, of all creation. We would at this time transfer our contact to the one known as L. I am Hatonn. L. Channeling. I am Hatonn, and again I greet you, my brothers, in the love and the light of the Creator. My brothers, it is often seemingly that we repeat our messages concerning the subject of meditation. This is true, and yet we would emphasize that this is the most important tool available to you for growth. My brothers, we do not deny your intention for growth or even your willingness to strive for growth. Yet of what value are good intentions or a strong will with no guidance? It is like going on a trip in a powerful, well-tuned car with no roadmap and no destination in mind. Therefore, my brothers, we reiterate our seemingly endless message that meditation is the key for your understanding of the universe and your place, your role within that universe. We would now share with you what answers we might be able to provide to your questions, should you have any. Are there any questions? Carla, would you like to make a comment on our recent raw contact? Hatonn, I am Hatonn. I have received your question. The raw contact that you received is of incomplete detail. The reason for this is not within our area of responsibility, in that the raw contacts are of a highly controlled nature. We would answer you in more detail if we could. However, it is not within the intention of the raw contact for us to expand on that source of information. May we answer you further? Carla, just a few questions peripherally to that. By incomplete, do you mean that answers to questions are asked are incomplete, or that some questions cannot be answered? Hatonn, I am Hatonn. I understand your question. By incomplete, we mean that the information you seek is more complex than you have ascertained. Therefore, when you ask a question not knowing the full extent of detail supporting the answer, it is not possible to say that a simple phrase given in answer has given the entire answer. In other words, my brother, if you were to ask, "What is the weather like today?" the answer you sought would concern only your own geographic location, yet would not completely answer the question, for the weather conditions vary widely on your planet, as you well know. Does this answer your question? Carla, I believe so. Let me try to clarify. Then the incompleteness of the contact is due to the limits of our understanding and the language? Hatonn, I am Hatonn. Yes, my brother, in conjunction with the fact that, as you know, not all may be revealed to you because of the requirements concerning your free will for your personal growth. Carla, yes, I'm aware of that stipulation. That's been mentioned many times by Ra. What is your relationship with the group Ra? Hatonn, I am Hatonn. I understand your question. The Ra entity speaks frequently to you, my brother, of oneness. Does this not answer your question? Carla, to be more specific, I was wondering whether you had a special connection with this teaching group within the Confederation of Planets, or whether you did not work closely, since you both had spoken to this group. Hatonn, I am Hatonn. The Ra group on your planet has incurred specific responsibilities as a result of their actions. This you are already aware of. For this reason, the Ra group has responsibilities for debts, if you will, that must be completed. These responsibilities are unique to the Ra group. that the Ra group are members of the Federation as a whole. It would not be correct to assume, however, that the Federation or its individual members share in those unique responsibilities. Where the Ra group is discharging previously incurred responsibilities prior to their own advancement, we of Hatonn work at this time solely for advancement through service. Is this clear to you, my brother? Carla. Yes, thank you, my brother. I send you my love. Dawn. What density is Hatonn? Hatonn. I am Hatonn. My brother, you ask a question in an effort to test this instrument. We cannot answer this question because of the intention with which it is asked. This would violate the precept concerning free will, my brother. May we answer you further? Dawn. Expand on what you said about the responsibilities of Ra. Hatonn. I am Hatonn. My brother, the Ra group has, in your distant past, attempted to accomplish specific works with your race. These efforts, although well-intentioned, were not successful. Indeed, they resulted in setbacks for which the Ra group held itself responsible. In judging themselves responsible, the Ra group obligated themselves to correct the deficiencies they caused. Does this answer your question, my brother? Dawn. Yes. Hatonn. Is there another question? Carla. Is there anything that this group could do, in your opinion, to aid in your contact? Hatonn. I am Hatonn. My brothers, there is an atmosphere of disbelief which is causing difficulty for this instrument. Although we of Hatonn cannot initiate actions of proof, we can only remind you that the quality of the contact is dependent upon atmosphere control. May we answer you further? Carla. I'm assuming that you're speaking of this particular meeting and that you're having this difficulty because of some tinge of disbelief along with open-mindedness. Is that correct? Hatonn. I am Hatonn. That is correct, my brother. Carla. My intent in asking had mostly to do with a general thought about our tuning. We have been doing many different kinds of tuning, everything from the Lord's Prayer to chanting, to other prayers and ohms. Is any method which gets the group in a unified tune seeking truth satisfactory, or is one preferred? Hatonn. I am Hatonn. It is not significant in which manner you tune your vibrations, as long as the attunement is of a positive nature and the attunement is accomplished. Is there another question? Carla. Thank you. Hatonn. I am Hatonn. As there are no further questions, we bid you farewell in the love and the light of the Creator. I am Hatonn.
Go forth then, rejoicing in the power and the peace of the one infinite Creator.